Good evening, everyone. I'm Amerlin. We're back here with AIMBOT again. We're showing off some incredible FPS skill tonight. I'm really excited for this episode specifically because this runner's a really good friend of mine, and he's done so many games. He's run Armored Core, he's run Just Cause, he's run, the games he's showing off tonight, Shogo, he's run Teardown, he's run Die Hard. He really is one of those speedrunners that can do it all and has such a incredible range of skill that I'm honestly really envious. So, with that introduction, there's not much else to say. PMC, go ahead and take it away with Shogo.
Yo, thank you so much for that extremely kind introduction. I'm PMC Trilogy. I'm going to be playing a few of my favorite games for you tonight. With me on commentary, Fru, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Akazi Fruin. I'm jealous of all the nice things I just heard. Wow, I've never been described that kindly, and I would say it is very much earned. Every time working with you is a treat, so I'm excited to be here.
Well, I'm glad to have you again because this is one that we have been together on the GDQ program before. Originally, first ran this game at a GDQ event at GDQX 2019, and live in San Diego. We were basically at 4 a.m. at that time, so it was a little bit of a different experience. I think we're probably going to be more awake this time around, so that will be very fun. I'm going to go ahead and spin this up because this has got a little bit of a slow start, and I can tell you about the game once I get started. Now, the game will start once I select difficulty, so that's going to be 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. So, Shogo, Mobile Armor Division, is a 1998 first-person shooter made by Monolith Productions. They're still around. They make the Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War games, lots of good stuff. And this was the first game that they made on the Lithtech engine, engine that they still technically use, but for a while they actually licensed the Lithtech engine out to a lot of other companies, including Piranha Games, which is the developer of the next game I'll be playing. So I'm actually playing 2 Lithtech games tonight. Both games work flawlessly. I mean that. They're super fun games, and you should actually play both of them. A note about this game is that even though it's from 1998, it is still easily available today. It is on both Steam and GOG. It's a really good time. All right, so a note about playing this game. Right now, I'm in a mech mode. You can see my beautiful mech body here in this chase cam. And a thing I can do is transform, so I can go fast like this. You notice that when that happens, I put my weapon away. So if you're seeing when I'm in the mech levels, this game has mech levels, this game has on-foot levels. It is deeply dedicated to 90s mecha anime. If you are a fan of things like Pat Labor, Ghost in the Shell, this game is worth playing just for all the references. And right here, we're gonna have a little trick. I'm gonna do a quick save, quick load when that line starts, and that skips the line and allows the level to end immediately. Notice again, posters. Notice in back there is a pinup poster that says "Curve" instead of "Nerve." For you Ava fans. Anyone here watch Ava?
PMC, why the long face?
Sir.
Why the? Look, the models are beautiful. Okay, I can't. These are just some of the best looking models of 1998. I cannot be held responsible for the beauty.
This game does actually look surprisingly good for a 1998 game.
Oh yeah, no, I think I don't know if it's been touched up necessarily. Of course, this is a version that's been slightly modified to run better on Windows 10. I still am using DG Voodoo 2, which is a utility that will be familiar to people who run old games in modern Windows. But it holds up pretty well. This is much more stable than Die Hard. So, although I shouldn't say that. The last time I did this at a marathon, it actually crashed. So, no problem. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Some notes about cutscenes.
Nice.
You jump into a cutscene, you slowly float down. If you pause and unpause.
Which is also an anime thing to do, is to
absolutely.
slowly descend.
If you pause and unpause, you get control, but you can only do some things. So you can turn around. You can change weapons, so I can pull my knife out on my boss. Don't do that. Switch back to my guns. And there's some other things we'll be able to do. When you're in mech mode and you have control during a cutscene, you can transform, which is pretty important. But right now our boss is yelling at us. The lore is very important in this game. This guy is our boss, but he is also the father of our girlfriend. And he's also the father of our previous girlfriend, who we believe is dead. And that won't come back at all. That is not, I mean, maybe that's an important plot detail. We'll see.
You know, I almost want to say that you're foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing? In a story? In a narrative? I would never.
I mean, I saw foreshadows in that scene.
There were, at least. So, in here, we got to pick a mech. We have an option of 1 of 4 mechs. And as it happens, the closest mech is also the fastest. So we choose that one. Once again, I did a quick save, quick load to skip Catherine's dialogue to allow me to get to the next part faster. Cutscenes in this game are unskippable. You probably already guessed that, but it's worth saying a lot of the speed tech in this game is going to be devoted to skipping cutscenes. If you're playing this game casually, you can input a cheat code called MP Triggers, which will actually show you all of the collision boxes for various triggers, so it's really useful if you're trying to learn this game, which you should do. You can just bring up the cheat code and it's like, that's where the box is, so I can just jump over it and avoid the cutscene.
Permission to come aboard. Permission
granted, Commander. This game's sense of scale is crazy. Like I saw it earlier. The mechs are like so enormous compared to the people.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really like the way that not only visually that they differentiate the mechs and the people, but also in the way the game plays. Like, it's very fast and powerful when you're in mech, and then when you're on foot, it is still pretty fast, but it's like much more lethal. You're liable to just get shot almost immediately. So, of course, like any classic first-person shooter speedrun, we're rushing to get where we need to go, always. But we got some obstacles to deal with, like this dude. This door is a ruse. It's a cunning attempt to trick and deceive. Just go through the bottom corner. This guy. So we're going to be grabbing a bunch of weapons. That'll be important later. If you hit caps lock, you enter a walking mode, which makes your collision box smaller. So then you can jump onto that ledge, jump onto this ledge, and skip the first Samantha Sternberg cutscene. Samantha Sternberg is a minor antagonist that appears 4 times in the game, and we skipped 3 of her 4 appearances. So, rest in peace, Samantha.
Good. I love when characters just appear in speedruns like that. You see this man, he's dead now.
So PMC, how'd you get into this game specifically? This
so
seems like an interesting one.
So the reason I got into this game was I was specifically looking to break out of, so I got my start in speedrunning of Just Cause series, and I was kind of looking to break out of that box of just doing, I had done like Just Cause 3 and Just Cause 1. And I was looking up mech games because I had just started a mecha podcast with some friends, and I was like, oh, you know, look at some brand synergy. I'll start learning some mecha games. And as it happened, I just made a list. I love making lists of games, love spreadsheets. Spreadsheets are very cool. Every gamer knows that. And I found this game. It was by Monolith. I already knew of Monolith because I was a big fan of Fear. Fear is a wonderful, wonderful game. And so I saw this, and it was available, as I said before, easily available on Steam and GOG. And so I picked it up. There was a leaderboard. There are four total runners who have run this game. Me, the current world record holder Skiller, who's a good friend of mine, good runner. An unknown person who went by Sanjuro, which is the name of the main character in the game, and Cubeface, which of course many people probably recognize Cubeface, who is a very decorated first-person shooter runner, and as far as I know, he was the first person to do like single-segment RTA runs. There is a thread for this game, of course, on SDA, where lots of tech discussed there. I think there is a SDA run for this game, which of course is a segmented run, but still a lot of the stuff used in that run. For example, I just skipped a cutscene by going the kind of circuitous way I went, and skipping that cutscene prevented a door from closing. So I actually just did a little sequence break there while I was running my mouth.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, this dude's got pops, and he's running his mouth. It's like 2 important things that you need to be.
You know what I can also do though? I can also instantly turn 180 degrees
and blow up.
And there, your gun is enormous.
Yeah. So a funny thing about this, there's a Shogo 20th anniversary video out there that was put out by the Monolith Productions devs, and in it they mentioned that the size of that guy's gun was initially a bug, and then someone reported the bug, and the manager who was overseeing things said, no, keep it in, keep it that way.
Yeah, it looks appropriate for this setting.
Oh yeah, no, I understand what the manager was right. All right, you know, usually I say bosses are wrong, but no, that one was right.
Guys, that's a feature. That's a feature.
That's a feature.
Why is this in the bug tracker?
All right, so remember Samantha Sternberg who I was talking about? Well, we just skipped her again. We jumped over another trigger for her. Rest in peace, Samantha.
This looks like the place.
This is insane. Like, there's a weird juxtaposition between like your size and just how agile you are. Where it's like you're literally just leaping buildings in seconds.
Yeah, it's so cool. The mech part of this game is so fun. At the end of the game, there's a branching part where I'm gonna choose the part of the game that gets me more mecha gameplay than on foot gameplay, and like there's a reason for that. You can just do more with the mechs.
So you're jumping over a lot of these buildings. In the casual playthrough, do you jump up there? Like, is there any reason to be on top of the buildings?
You don't have to. You can stay at street level.
Okay, because it's like otherwise it's like really nice that there is just actual collision up there instead of the building top just being empty.
Well, don't say that too soon. We'll revisit that idea. Do the buildings all have collision up top? Soon enough.
Is this also narrative foreshadowing?
Yes, absolutely. All right, so a little note about this section. There is a skip that I could do. No, okay, never mind. I was about to do it. I would have needed over 900 health to do it, and I did, but I got shot once. There was the possibility that I could have gotten a critical hit that would have changed things as well. When you crit enemies in this game, you not only do you deal extra damage, but you also get health, which is like pretty cool. But the enemies can also deal crits.
Oh, those are random?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fun.
Oh man, wait a second. I think we got a soft lock.
Oh no.
Yeah, we got a soft lock. Don't worry, I actually made a save right here for this exact reason. Yeah, there we go. The cutscene played
nice.
this time.
There it is.
Video games, folks.
You love when the scripting works.
You love it when...
That's also foreshadowing for later.
Yes. So the shaft that... basically, shooting that stuff turned off a thing that would have done 900 damage to me. Oh, there's a crit. So that's an example of what I was talking about. You can see my health is topped up now. So if I'd gotten that crit earlier, I could have shown off the skip where we avoid taking the time to blow up those little heat exchangers. But no worries, we did it the intended way. If you quick save quick load in the middle of this shaft, that's really bad because you'll get soft locked because the physics will break.
I thought you were gonna say it skips fall damage, but no.
No, well, okay, it does also do that, but you need to quick save quick load closer to the bottom so that the physics actually work. If you do it in the middle, like, I mean, yes, the fall damage breaks, but that's because you're suspended in air for eternity. So you wouldn't take fall damage. All right, we're going to an on-foot portion. Our friend Lieutenant Cloud is gonna start yelling at us, but I'm gonna say this is well made, and I mean it, because if we kill our friend, it will prevent a cutscene from playing 2 levels from now. So
that is insane. Because the way I feel like Lithtech is laid out, it's very, you know, just level structure. So it's weird that would. Well, actually, no. I guess no. That would make sense, right? It's a narrative thing. It's meant to do that. Is it?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely. That is absolutely a feature.
Okay,
so
all
there
right.
There is no reload button in this game. So you have to either switch weapons or empty your clip to reload.
That's okay. That's the same in GTA. I feel right at home here. I like how the mechs also bleed. Well, those aren't mechs.
Well, those are just like heavy armor guys.
Well, the
Power
armor
suit, not a
blades.
mech, please. Casey Fruit, don't you know the difference between power armor and a mech?
No, that's why I'm here. I'm a subject matter expert.
Mm-hmm.
That's the employee entrance. You can't go in there.
Oh well. Yeah, sometimes you can. Sometimes you have to charge in with a gun so that you can shoot out the lock. I guess is about what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna be quick saving a lot in these sequences. They're very deadly. As I mentioned before, enemies can critical hit me. I'm actually surprised it hasn't happened yet. Usually it does kind of happen. So we gotta be careful about that because, you know, I'll die real quick if that happens. Oh, a note about civilians. God, I have to explain this again. It's beneficial to shoot civilians because there's a chance you'll crit them, and that means you can get health off of civilians.
Oh, no.
So, you know.
We turn off the aimbot for the civilians.
We got a rocket launcher. Rockets are pretty cool. We're going to use one on that guy. All right, yeah, so there was not only the rocket guy up there, but there was also a woman at that computer who was blocking our path. So it was also important to get her off the computer. And that really, unfortunately, our only verb is shooting.
Our only verb is, well, when you put it that way.
That's okay.
There's a guy with a rocket launcher right here who hates me.
We're stacking up gun usage now so that when Dog Airport comes on, people don't get mad about the fact that there is only one gun.
It's true. All right, we
That's
got a
all you
little
need,
jump
man.
skip
You
here.
just need a gun.
We just need, I just need a gun.
Very nice.
On Nexus.
Where I'm from, those are called head blockers.
Reestablishing line.
All right, we got a little bit of dialogue here that we gotta sit through. We have found a lot of cutscene skips, but some of these we still have to just gaze lovingly into Sanjiro's face for.
How would you rate the fit?
Thought you were dead.
How would I rate this fit? I think. Well, here's my question: do you think there's like silver parts extending from his shoulders downwards? Is that like mesh or is that metal?
I would have to say it's mesh. Like if it's metal, you know, that seems a little too intricate for like a bodysuit. You know, that's like if it's metal, that's so much more weight.
Just
And
like a plate of metal with holes in it, just Swiss cheese.
That's just, yeah, it's just like there's no point to that, right? Well, my real question, I guess it's a visor actually. Now that the camera's turned
Oh,
to
the head?
the
Yeah,
side
I think it's just
profile.
the helmet of the visor, yeah.
Yeah, because when it was straight on, it looks like just this sort of like blue beret. I was like, man, this does not fit. Okay, actually, now that I'm seeing the back of this, no, I would still say I'm gonna stick with my theory.
I was gonna say, I'll disagree with you. I think that's metal. I think it's like suspenders for his suit.
Metal.
I almost wonder if it's like a way of like interfacing with mechs. Like when he gets in the mech, it hooks into the cockpit or something.
Oh, that's cursed.
All the holes are where he plugs in.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God, that's
absolutely.
cursed. Okay, well, I like the theory, but I don't like it.
Oh,
Like, aesthetically, I
accidentally
don't like it.
Hit the 180 key and got turned around.
Nice. Which, by the way, that's actually a 180 key. That's not like a,
Yes, that
not
is an instant
actually
180. All I have
aimbot.
to do, I mapped it to E, so I can do 180s with ease.
Thank
And
you, sir. Thank
there
you.
you go.
That's the one I gave him. Every other joke that upsets me, I'm going to yell at him. But that's the one. That's the pass.
Wow, that guy usually crits me, the one hiding in the corner with a shotgun, but we're out of here. So I mentioned we killed Lieutenant Cloud in order to skip a cutscene, and that is actually going to be, would have been right here at the start of this level, but we're cutscene free. All right, I have like no health, which is really exciting. Here's hoping for crits. Nope.
Ooh. Looks like we went the wrong way. Oh, are we in the quick load hell portion of this? No, not quite.
Yep, we absolutely are. No, this is
We are.
exciting.
Very good.
I for whatever reason, with these games, I always have like astonishingly bad marathon luck, which is like the good news is that I'm practiced at lots of quick saves at this point.
What are they serving in the
Oh,
cafeteria?
yeah. No, you got to come prepared.
You
Absolutely.
can walk on water by facing upwards and repeatedly tapping jump.
Now.
I just, every time this guy goes into a cutscene, I love the pose. He just immediately drops his arms to his side, no matter what he's doing.
So you might
like
think,
the
why
pose.
not shoot a tank with a rocket launcher?
Where are you?
And the answer would be we're not going to get as many critical hits because you're not going to get as many ticks of damage. And so really, you're more interested in potential critical hit ticks than you are Every time you see me zoom in, I want you to know that I'm messing up. That is a
Okay,
mistake.
all right. Thank you for the self-report.
Every time.
Very good.
Because what I'm supposed to be doing is switching to another weapon, and instead I'm hitting the key for the assault rifle again.
I need to exercise more.
You know what? I find as I get older, I'm definitely messing up buttons in video games more.
Yeah, no, it do be like that.
It's so, like, I was playing God of War, and I just, for a long time, I could not remember what is the action button, and it's on screen, and I still couldn't get it right.
I thought this was leading towards another pun. I'm gonna be totally honest.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna like misuse your trust. You know, you can get invested in my diatribes, and you know, I'll do right by you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, all my stuff is totally just leading the puns. So we can, because of the size of the box on that thing, we can just head around the corner, and nope, did it again, and oh, stuck on civilians.
All right, you're set. Take your
We can just head around the corner and grab that, because the way you interact with switches in this game is never, you have to like press an action button to interact with them. All you have to do is just be in their collision box, and so often we can hit them from the other side and things like that.
Some guys I know are gonna help you get past the CMC. Security's pretty tight with the martial order.
And his name is Hank Johnson.
Easy. All you gotta do is get to the Shinara district and you'll be set.
Thanks, Hank. Couldn't have got this
Don't
far
worry about
without
the
you.
civilians yelling, "Make it stop" in the background. It's totally fine.
The Admiral is really upset. He wants you
It's
to
not
get
our
out of there
concern.
ASAP. But you're not going to.
Oh no, wait, that's actually the
Until
wrong
I know
gun.
what's going on. Toshiro and Baku may
So
be
in this
trouble.
next part, we're gonna do a little bit of sequence breaking. We're gonna kill a guy for safety, and then we are going to destroy the road surface because we have to break into a neighboring district.
Toshi, Commander. Greetings, Commander.
Let's give him
Which
hell.
is underneath.
Yeah, so we kill that guy, and then we actually need to destroy the road surface there. And don't worry about the screams. And so that opens up the next area and activates. If we hadn't killed that guy, there's a chance this cutscene can just endlessly loop. For some
I'm
reason.
a big fan of the traffic jam in that corridor.
Yeah, the boys just run in. Maurice and Toshi. Actually, usually Maurice and Toshi don't get that far. Usually they just explode, if I'm being real.
I'm glad they're outperforming tonight.
Yeah, no, you know what? Props to Maurice and Toshi.
Oh, I can see the seam on his face. That's a
Yeah,
little
well,
disturbing.
Look, you mean faces don't have seams? I don't understand.
Man, not the faces I see.
All right, grab this little ultra restore. This will put us in good shape for this next on-foot sequence. And then we're gonna catch this train.
Hey, wait! Damn, I missed the train.
No.
I really like this background music.
At the storehouse next to the
Oh yeah, no, the music is good, is a good time. Actually, funny story. I believe the composer who did the music for this actually did the original music for Die Hard Nakatomi, like as an independent. So lots of connections between these two games.
And then we have Dog Airport.
Then we have Dog
And then we
Airport.
have Dog Airport.
Totally fits in.
That street should lead
I mean,
straight to
we are, well, no, there's airports in this game and in Dog Airport.
That should have been the
fine.
name of the show. She just made it all about airports.
Get in the way.
All about airports.
All right, head down the stairs to
I mean, the
right.
GTA games would be
There's
there.
an open-air market
Yeah.
that will lead you to a hotel. Look for the tunnel on the left.
You know what? My hot take is the airports in a lot of those games are just a waste of space. It's just empty open map. There's nothing going on there.
All right, grab this, switch back. Oh, that man lived.
Oh, look at that. That was not an AIMBOT. That was a flick of the wrist.
So with a
So
lot
an
of
important
these,
thing about
sorry, go ahead.
about this grenade launcher that I just picked up, grenades go through fences and windows, so sucks to suck for that guy.
So with a lot of these enemies that you're killing, are you killing them because so that they don't shoot you in the back of the head, or are you killing them because like the trigger won't activate otherwise?
Mostly so I don't die. This game is very lethal. They will absolutely crit me if I do not kill them. And I don't think too many... I think there's really the only enemy that activates triggers are like some of the boss enemies. I don't think any of them are required. I haven't, to be completely honest, I haven't tested it because usually you would die.
That's a pretty fair reason to just keep it as is, especially if it's not slowing you down that much. Like, health economy is absolutely a reason to mitigate.
I mean, some
The
of these
bullets
guys I
you
will
take.
run past. Like right now, there's 2 guys spawning to my left, and I'll suffer the shots because usually I'm pretty good on armor, but you know, it depends. Speaking of suffering, this lady wants her cat back, but that's really slow.
This is so
Oh no!
dude.
We're not gonna help her. She won't open her electric fence, and you know, we just gotta.
Is this the most violent game? I would say it's
Is
the
it like
game
the most
where
violent game, period, or like
oh that period. I mean, like tonight in the showcase.
tonight? Yeah, I probably.
Yeah, like at least the most in violence inflicted upon people that maybe don't deserve it. Hans
All right,
Gruber.
so it is rocket jump time.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
All right, second try.
Very nice.
So all we had to do there was make a quick save, shoot the rocket into our feet, which would kill us, but we load the quick load, and as it turns out, the physics persists through the load. So don't know about that one, but it works. It allows us to jump over the fence and skip the nightclub.
Personally, I don't want to skip the nightclub.
Yeah, why would you want to go to a nightclub? It's weird.
Yeah.
Samantha's here, and we have jumped over her cutscene again. She actually shot us anyway, which is kind of rude.
So you only run into what, her 4th appearance?
Yes. And we have tech for that too, but tech to kill her.
Good.
Don't be late this time.
All right, so a
It
note
is-
about. Oh, go ahead.
It's really nice of all these cities to construct their levels at robot jump height.
Yeah, no, it's really nice.
That's actually
So-
annoyances.
Yeah, in this section, there's like a lot of jumping, and then a weird thing about the mechs, especially when you're in vehicle mode, is that if you hit something that isn't like a 90-degree angle, like isn't, you know, completely flush of something, you can just sort of like squirm up it. So you'll notice some of the jumps I did there, I sort of squirmed upwards. I just kind of like, you know, bumped into them, and it decided to lift me up and onto the lip of the surface, so why not?
About you, Rio. You're not a man to be trusted.
You know, Die Hard is also very odd about collision, and so is Fear. Like, I know that Fear is like a different generation of lift tech, but I feel like there's some connective tissue there. Because you could do the same thing in Fear. You can actually just jump up like slanted or like angular surfaces like that. It's very strange.
Interesting. I was wondering if there were, because I mean, given how many games were made with lift tech, like games on the same version of lift tech will often have shared tech, but I haven't seen too much in the way of shared tech between like this, like lift tech 1.0, and later games like Fear and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about like the newest iterations of lift tech, because just like you, I am stuck in a year where like Y2K is, you know, a problem,
I'll try to control
like impending doom. So
All right, so the bad guy wants us to do a favor for him, but
oh no.
we're not a chump, so we're not going to do that. We're going to open this door, and then there's going to be a cutscene here, but I'm going to shoot this mother to skip the cutscene. Because otherwise we would have had to have him yell at us, and that's really slow.
Yeah, I was prepared for it this time, but when the first time I commentated with you on this game, I was not prepared for that. I was not ready. I did not know that was going to happen, and I distinctly remember slowing it down frame by frame to see if there was any collateral on that shot, and indeed there was.
Yeah,
but this time it was cleaner.
When I did this at GDQX 2019, I definitely shot both the mother and the child, which is not required. You just need to kill one person. So, you know, use your discretion, I guess. God, I love the bits. I don't know. Old first-person shooters, when they give you the bits, it's always good.
The juicy bits.
The Gibbs.
Yep.
I noticed that earlier. I noticed you were in a mech level, stepping on people, and the blood would shoot out was probably 200 feet from the body, because the sprite is not scaling down.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that earlier, that like it's really nice that in a mech area they actually don't make you fight the people that would be like literally no threat to your mech.
Oh, they can do damage to you. Some of them have got.
Well-
Like, they'll do a little bit of damage.
Sure, but like in real life, you know, if this were real life, quote unquote,
Yes.
you know, a soldier with a little, you know, rinky-dink like assault rifle would do literally nothing to an actual like Gundam or whatever.
I don't know, man.
Whenever I hear
kinda,
anyone say Gundam and they're like, they're not confident about saying it, I think about that thing from the recent Olympics where
Oh
like
my
some
gosh,
British
I remember that.
sportscaster said like Gundam or something like that. I forget what it was, but it absolutely slayed me.
It's not that I wasn't confident about it. It's that I couldn't remember if you had mentioned what these mechs were called. So I just
Well,
decided
they
to
are
call them
mobile
Gundam.
combat armors, MCAs. Don't worry about her.
yo, what is? Oh, wow,
Wow,
wow.
All right.
they really were not a fan of that.
Destroyed.
Okay. Well, I was neglectful. I did not make a more recent
Come on.
save. Things have been going too well.
You get in an
So-
elevator in the year 1998, it's like a 50-50 if it's gonna give.
Well, so what happened there, besides me failing to quick save more frequently, was that she actually shot me in the back.
Oh, well.
That was what killed me. It wasn't the elevator.
Get some
She doesn't
friendly
really
fire.
check if you're there. She just shoots.
That's pretty good. I mean, I would also equate that to a quirk of the times. It's okay, we get more giblets.
All right. Well, anyway, this time, Responsible Gamer PMC Trilogy is going to remember to make quick saves. Oh, goodness.
I knew you'd come.
Ikura,
Good to see you.
don't do that
Yeah.
again.
So that is our former girlfriend. I don't think she knows yet that we're dating her sister, but maybe she does, you know?
Ooh,
Okay, because
Lord.
the way you said that at the end earlier was, we dated this guy's daughter and then we dated his other daughter.
Yes.
Much bigger than you could ever possibly imagine.
Save the puppy love for later. Those small assassins are on their way to the prison area.
Listen,
Save the puppy
All
love
right.
for later, like the elevator. Kind of rhymes.
Well, so here's the thing: if you let her ride the elevator back down, she will fall through the floor and then get crushed by the elevator, and you'll fail the mission.
I'm not sure.
So you really have to get her off the elevator right away. But she also shoots you in the back.
Let's get out of here.
It's a real dangerous situation.
She also levitates in the elevator, which is like not normal behavior.
Just remember to quick save.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it. Oh my goodness. This is one of the longest levels in the game too. Like ordinarily, there is an autosave that happens. Like I'm part of why I'm not too concerned. But oh she just domed that guy. All right, we're fine. Everything's fine here.
Oh yeah, I've just seen it in chat. Is there a sign in this game that says "Do not beat the prisoners"?
I thought I saw that sign too, and I was gonna mention it.
There is a sign that says do not beat the prisoners. Absolutely.
Oh, there is that it? Oh, that's not it. That's
No.
different.
It was where I was talking to her.
All right, of course. It's got to be in frame for the cinematic.
All right, this is going super well. We're all fine here. Just trying to break our dead ex-girlfriend out of prison. She did it again. I've never had her shoot me
it
3
does
times.
not end. It never ends.
Folks, do not, even if you think your girlfriend is dead, do not date her sister. I gotta say. She
Life
will shoot you.
advice.
It's like
Some
it's
life
just
advice
mess.
from Shogo Mobile Armor Division. Okay, so there's a really long cutscene right here. We can jump over it. No. Unfortunately, you can't quick load out of. If you're in a cutscene, you can only quick load using the menu. There we go.
Very good.
All right, well, we're out of there. That's the longest level in the game. We're fine now. Everything's fine.
Oh, you're doing great.
Doesn't mean I won't crack open mister.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, I'm just trying to get people more of the "do not beat the prisoners" sign and more of the death screams. Right? I think might be the greatest feature of this game.
I've had about enough of you.
I mean, you know what the people want. You know why they're here. Giblets, aimbots.
Yeah.
So we're on a runaway tram. The bad guy here, Ryo Ishikawa, is about to try to kill us by causing the tram to I guess I don't know, go fast and hit things. We got to stop that. But unfortunately, this woman to our left is like absolutely in our way, and she really needs to not be there. So I want to apologize in advance
No.
to her. Oh, she gave us help. How
She's
nice.
screaming.
I knew it was coming.
That's terrifying.
Ah,
Oh,
I think it crashed. Is that karma?
I mean, I'm not gonna
right.
say it was.
Folks,
Is that-
don't worry about it. We have autosaves. This is really interesting. Usually when it crashes, it closes the window. Did not close the window. Very fascinating. Okay. Well, I want to. Yes, the program's not responding. I'm aware of Microsoft. Please, you're not reporting this to window like to Microsoft is not going to help. I got to tell you. All right. Don't
Actually,
worry about the
can you
tiny
pause the
window. The
timer?
tiny window is normal.
I used to do that, man. When games would crash, I'd be like, I'm gonna send it to Microsoft and give it a few hours, and they'll fix it. And then I'd come back and the game would boot up, and I'd be like, see, they fixed it.
Hey, we're back in it. And
Yeah.
I had to shoot her again. Sorry.
Well,
Make sure to go live in Discord again, too.
Oh, are we good?
No, it turned off the stream because the game crashed.
in Discord, yeah. It's
Oh,
the
okay,
Miami
okay.
Vice thing, you know?
Right. Sorry. Revealing behind the curtain here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe that's why. I wonder if this game doesn't like this.
You know,
Try to stream OBS
yeah.
instead.
We got halfway through. It's fine.
That's fair.
Oh, I'm dead. I knew it.
Just dead on the ground.
Oh, they're very good. Yes.
Don't worry about it. All right, so that 180 thing is useful. There you go. Oh, okay. All right. Give me just a quick second. I should be able to handle that.
Yeah, we're gonna fix the audio. We're gonna fix it all. There's anything we're good at here, it's putting out fires, and it's
It is
giblets.
figuring out what's going on with the issues in the game. No problem.
It's audio giblets. Look, it every time. You know, the unfortunate thing is you can't fix this in post. So I'm going to talk about me for a bit.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Go
I'm going
for
to
it.
talk about me. I have not played this game. I've seen this game. I know of this game.
I think I should have audio again. Can I just get a confirm on that? Awesome. All right. Cool. Oh, I'm dead again.
We're dead again. All right. Yep. We got sound, but we have no signs of life. That's okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Should have used the E's, bro.
I should have used these. All right. Anyway, we're having a
alright.
totally normal time on this runaway tram.
Oh, we get turned
Nothing to worry
around.
about.
We get turned around on the train sometimes. I would have to say between this and Die Hard, this is just from what I see, and you know what I see is minimal, but it seems like this is probably the more stable experience. This really has
Yeah, no,
me
this is-
frothing at the mouth for what is to come.
This is authentic. All right. This is what the people were asking for.
Absolutely.
All right. There we go. We're done on this level.
excellent.
Screams are back.
We went the right way on the train.
So are there defined health drops in there, or is it just like you have to get lucky
Yes.
from enemies?
Enemies, so the health from critical hits is lucky, that's random, but the enemies are fixed when it comes to dropping health packs.
Okay.
Remember Samantha? So what we're going to do here is we're going to, that didn't work. So what you can do is you can actually shoot her during the cutscene if you shoot at the rocket at the right time.
That's so rude. That's like getting a punch in before they ring the bell.
It's
you know?
true.
It's like you can't do that. You really can't.
But yeah, it's a little bit of a precise timing, and of course if you get through the cutscene, you might as well just shoot her normally. And there's our friend Hank, who is unfortunately about to be murdered. Rest in peace.
Oh, man.
It looked like he missed there. Like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking
Somehow.
that too.
So what you can actually do is you can shoot a grenade through that window and then actually kill Hank before the cutscene. The cutscene plays anyway.
So what now?
Pretty good.
You have any ideas?
Get to the airship dock.
someone's
did
killed
they
this
still-
man and we can't tell who.
Yeah, so somebody, Hank is gone. All right, now we just have to walk back to the airship. We can use a little shortcut this time because we don't have to activate that switch up above.
A floating giant gun? I see this right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
it's
was
from,
because the mech dropped its weapon.
Oh, right.
Right?
Right, of course.
Yeah.
No, I have problems with continuity.
Please, Baku, I need to talk to Gabriel.
I don't think so.
All right, yeah, he shoots himself during that cutscene. Don't worry about it. I'm going to attempt to stack 2 cutscenes on top of each other.
Oh, that's always good. I
No,
remember
no.
this.
Ooh, I might have gotten it.
We'll finish this later.
Nah, I didn't get it. Okay, so if you stand in the cutscene zone for the exit of the level, when he dies, you can get the 2 cutscenes to stack on top of each other. Unfortunately, there, I think I was too far away from. I think I was too far forward. It's kind of a narrow zone. And as yes, so I'm gonna walk forward and like right there. So, but yeah, if you can get those to stack, those play at the same time.
No, brother, you are in danger.
Gotta love that.
More than you can imagine.
You don't understand. I have to
How
talk to you.
comically large that gun was.
It's really good. Yeah, so he's like he's I would call the major antagonist that reoccurs. Although we really don't fight. Obviously, the first time we saw him, we didn't fight him. We fight him this time, and we'll fight him once again on foot later in the game.
Delay my father.
There's something up with Shogo. They're a part of this.
We're getting deep important lore. I think they went through like several different names before they actually settled on Shogo. And Shogo in this game, in the fiction, is just like the faction of the bad guys. Actually, it's not even the good guys.
Get to the navigational computer in
You
the
gotta
forward
say the name of
cabin.
the game.
Watch out for security.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
So now we're hijacking. So we kind of snuck onto this place, and we're gonna hijack it. So we got to run through and gun down a bunch of the boys on board.
I'm trying to think of what other games does the title refer to the bad guys. I really can't think of any.
I mean, I feel like the real answer here is like start interpreting games broadly to make that the case. Like obviously, the Assault Recon guys are the bad guys in Fear, of course.
Feed it into the main
Yeah.
I don't know. Fear goes off the rails. Like, Fear has a crazy third act.
It's true.
You just get ghosts coming out the walls. Spoiler.
Do not proceed to Avernus.
Hey.
Cannon is charging and will be ready to fire within 2 hours.
So our father-in-law, our potential future father-in-law, wants to shoot a giant space laser at the planet. The planet is like filled with a giant space monster that also like emits oil. So everyone likes the space monster because it gives off fuel. But as it turns out, the space monster has been possessing people to fight back against the people taking the fuel. It's kind of a mess. We're trying to figure it out.
Why is he helping you?
We're so bad. Look at all the people in chat that, like, have responses to this. And we're just 3 dead-brained individuals who are like, can't think of any. Nope.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
I was playing Diablo the other day. No, I can't think of it.
Well, I mean, okay, but are these organizations or are they bad guys? You know?
You're getting too
How
granular
broadly
for
are we
me.
interpreting
You're
this?
just you're getting no. Like, this is a conversation you have over some drinks, right? And at that point, critical thought is out the window. You can't start splitting hairs with it.
Kura said the Cathenial is the source of Kato.
So this
That must
current
be
level
what
is called the
Rio's after.
Oshii
You gotta
Research
stop it.
Station, which of course is fun because that is the name of a famous director of anime, such as Pat Labor, Ghost in the Shell movies, among other things. So cool little deet there. All right, I'm gonna die doing this. Oh no! Oh no! I'm great. I'm the best that ever played
Wow,
this game.
first try.
First try. I hate that skip. That's lava skip. If you hold yourself against the windowsill and the pipe, you can just walk on that stuff, and you don't have to go do the sequence that activates the platform so you can jump across normally.
Watch my ass.
It looks like magic. I love games where you can stand on, like, 1 pixel wide platforms.
Oh yeah, no, it's perfect. perfect in every way. All right, there is a trigger for a dialogue line floating in the air. I got
The
it.
information isn't here.
Nice.
You've got to find that database.
Dude, can I just say, I love jumping in games. I know this is like non sequitur, but I'm sorry, I do. And in games where you can't jump, it's upsetting.
I agree. No, I definitely, when I'm evaluating the potential of a game for speedrunning, can I jump is like a pretty strong marker for me.
Especially like in an FPS. When I see you do some of these platforming sections, I'm like, yeah, this makes me feel good. I don't know why. It scratches an itch I have.
Is there like bunny hopping in this game?
Should be a database terminal near your position.
Nah, I don't get any benefit from. I think you pretty much move at the same speed from what I've checked. I will say though, I'm definitely not. I have not played any games that have any sort of bunny hopping tech, so I would probably be the wrong person to evaluate that.
Okay, I'm at the
Oh
terminal.
no. All right.
Uh-oh.
Did the guy come into the room? Oh, he did. So
Oh.
a note about
Oh, no.
cutscenes. You're invincible during cutscenes, but you're obviously not invincible once the cutscene ends. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Good phasing. Good phasing there. Very
Good
nice.
timing on the end of that cutscene.
Exactly.
Oh man. This dude almost always shoots you when you walk into that elevator. I hate that guy. And then we're done. So, premise of this level is that our adversarial Gabriel is willing to meet with us and make nice. So we're gonna go through this city and not shoot anyone until we're ready to leave, and then we will shoot someone. This is the part of the game where it branches, so you can either make a deal with Gabriel and go fight your father-in-law, or you can go fight Gabriel, and we're gonna choose to fight Gabriel because that's faster. They all snap to attention when they see us.
Reasonable. That makes sense.
All right, so we're gonna turn around, miss that car, and then go into here. And then all we have to do is quick save, quick load to skip his line, and we're on our way to the ending sequence where we fight Gabriel. All right, so welcome to the bullpup. This is the weapon we're gonna use to do rocket jumps. This is a little chaotic because this weapon has a spread, so it's not quite consistent. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it does.
All right, I mentioned earlier that quick save and quick loading on buildings isn't always safe. If I quick save, quick loaded on this surface, I would fall through it.
That is wild. That
Yep.
is wild.
There's the foreshadowing.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, but it's just these surfaces that you're not supposed to be on. It's like, I'm gonna make a save now because I'm, once again, back on intended solid ground.
Oh, that's wicked. Have you used any of these vents up to this point?
No, that's the
Okay.
thing just for this level. I'm in vehicle mode. I'm gonna crouch to fall through this elevator.
Oh, that's oh man, very good. Lith Tech-esque right there, where you
That's
just
some
are
real
on
tech,
the other
yeah.
side. Yeah, that's so good.
All right, so we are tracking down the Fortress of the Fallen, which is the enemy faction that we're fighting. This dude running away right here has like the most powerful weapon in the game for some reason, so we wanna grab that. Just yoink that right off that guy's hands.
Red Riot. Yeah, you
Red
know,
Riot.
it's like C-tier name. I don't know. They could have.
You're not feeling it? No.
No, I mean it's not like the BFG 9000. Now that's iconic,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe that's like not a fair comparison, right? One is like legendary, cemented cultural gaming icon, and the other is Shogo's OP gun. I don't know.
We need to kill this guy because we need his sniper rifle. This guy has health, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. No, all right, never mind. I got a crit, so I don't need to do that. All right, so there are around the corner 4 guys with red
I think I
rides.
found it.
Can you get inside?
I can try.
I think we're good. Yeah, oh, one of them lived, but he shouldn't shoot me. Don't shoot
All
me,
right,
bro.
so like the name is not as impressive as the effect. That was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
That
a
was
big
huge.
explosion. If I get hit by it, I will die. Absolutely, 100%, no question about it.
Get to Gabriel.
I will be turned into blood soda instantly.
Yeah, quite
All
the
that
ground
juice.
hero.
It's not a very nice
Blood soda. Oh, man, come on, that's another callback.
Fine.
No,
Look,
that's
when you're
fair.
fighting everyone in metal cans, you got to think. You got to start making the soda analogies.
Angry man.
So I did a pause, unpause, so I could pull out my rocket launcher and just do this. He's dead now. Oh, jeez.
Oh my
jeez.
Little morsel for the road.
All right, we have a cool setup that I'm gonna try to do. We're gonna try to one cycle this boss. To do that, we're gonna use some mines, and we're gonna time it so that when we drop his shield, the mines explode.
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that. I say as I unsheath my lightsaber.
Yeah, we did it. There we go.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
One cycle.
Nice.
GG, man. Very nice.
All right, I'm for some reason out of ammo for this gun, which is awkward. What am I gonna use? We're gonna use this. Okay, so explosions in this game normally go through walls, so normally I would have killed everyone on the other side of this wall. Time is going to happen when the cutscene starts, so just, you know, look forward to that. And time, there we go. Shogo Mobile Armor Division is over. That was fun. That was a good time. Technical issues aside, we got through it.
It's all right. It didn't make you Shogo mad.
I mean, for a guy
So that's okay.
Yeah.
last year.
You said I could trust you.
Okay, but well, I say like during my diatribes, you know, I didn't set you up for 2 minutes just to let you down. It was like a
fair.
sentence.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
so this game is available on Steam and GOG, so please go ahead and get it. I have a tutorial for this game. If you search Shogo tutorial on YouTube, you can find it. And only 4 people have done runs, so like, by all means, check it out.
Oh man, don't these credits go on for like 3 days?
They do. Really long
that's
time.
so good. That's so good.
Well,
Wow, that's a giant beer.
Nothing for you, Commander. You're on duty.
I think we can go ahead and start switching over to Die Hard. Before we go, just to let everyone know, if you missed out on any GDQ HotFix shows like Random Number Generation with Dangers earlier, check out the archive of past runs and shows at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to join us over at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. Check out our live shows, starting most nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then if you're in chat and interested in learning what's coming up today, or well, not today, tomorrow, I know what days are. Check gamesdonequick.com/hotfix for more info on all the hotfix shows. So we're going to take a quick break here, let PMC switch over to Die Hard, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone. Really cool Shogo run. Now we've got PMC showing off Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza. I think this is a really fun run to watch. It's super goofy. So, you know, just go ahead and take it away.
Sure, yeah. So I'm, of course, still PMC Trilogy, back with another Lithtech game. This is a game made by Piranha Games. It was their first game, and of course uses the Die Hard license. It is, I believe, it was released in 2002. So kind of, I think a lot of people at the time felt it looked dated. Of course, at this point, how can you tell the difference between anything from that era? So it looks fine to me. I think it looks great. And we're gonna roll through it. With me, I still have KZ Fru, Mr. Fru.
Still here, still strapped to the chair like Malcolm McDowell in A Clockwork Orange, dude. You just got me. Just strapped, consuming some hot speed gaming content. Thank you for having me. I've played this game. This is the
It's
one
true.
game I've played ever. So
You made a
very
video
happy.
about this game.
I did. I have documented this on my personal YouTube, which I won't advertise, but you can find it at my screen name. But this is PMC's runs. Take it away, man.
Awesome. Well, yeah, let's get into it. As always, the run will start when I select the difficulty. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we are into it. We are living our best life. Of course, this is a Die Hard first-person shooter that attempts to closely follow the plot of the first film. So we're gonna live our best Nakatomi Plaza life. The bread and butter of this game is door clips. So we skipped a sequence where we had to look up what floor our wife's party was on so we could go to the right floor, because we could just clip through the elevator door and go to where we need to be. We'll be doing that constantly. We will be cutting so many levels into tiny, itty-bitty little pieces by clipping through doors. I'll talk a little bit about how the door clip works the next time we get to it. We got some other business to attend to, like escaping. We gotta get our gun and get out of here. Oh, we have to get stuck on.
We gotta get stuck. That's that is very apt for this game. You just get stuck on things.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This game does have slightly faster running diagonally, so lots of times you'll notice me doing that. That's just that's your classic diagonal run, sums the vectors so you move faster.
Dude, I love these load times. A fun story about this game is we were able to save several minutes by not using a specific windowing application and instead using the native windowing function. It actually speeds up the load times so much. It's hard for me to get used to.
Yeah, I saw you talking about that on Twitter, and I was really curious about that.
It's it's madness. I don't know why we didn't try that out before. Literally no one that ran this game tried that, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was credit to runner Cyanide. I think was the person who finally did. I want to say so the person who really turned me on to this game was Albert Hammock. So a lot of credit to Albert for finding the tech in this game, and I think he might have been running not with the XWND, but I mean, who could say? Of course, now we know that the answer is don't run with the XWND.
Yo, that
for
was,
this game. For this game.
Yeah, of course. That was impressive. You ran over the object instead of trying to finagle it with the crosshair.
Oh yeah, so the crosshair interactions in this game, you're gonna notice me struggle a lot to pick things up in this game because it is extremely fine. It is extremely you must have your tiny little John McClane fingers on the right thing, precisely, or otherwise it will not pick up. Of course, John McClane, left-handed, very important.
Oh yeah,
whenever you see undefined on the screen, that's me quick saving. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. It's fine.
So this dude is dropping C4, and you're supposed to, be in chase or pursuit of him, but you can just kind of get ahead of him. And as long as you don't shoot the C4, I think you're good.
Yes, that is. So right now we're supposed to kill that guy and get his pliers so that we can disarm all those bombs. And then this door would unlock, but of course, we can clip through doors.
Yeah, literally. It's just it can be finicky. I don't exactly know the best way to do it. It's really much like an intuition thing. You just kind of, after you've clipped enough times, you kind of have a feel for it.
Yeah, so the way you do it is that you usually put your either your back against the door or against the door frame, and then you sprint into the door frame. So you notice I'm putting my back against the door, and then I am kind of turning away from it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I usually crouch when I get through it partially, and that'll pull me through. The idea here is just that it's always easier with bigger door frames because the amount of space you have to look around is bigger. There are some that are going to be harder because the door frames are smaller.
Oh yeah, gotta be careful in this room with the C4 still there.
100% a bomb still there.
Yeah.
It will explode. It has exploded.
Come up to the coast. We'll get together.
So being a first-person shooter that is faithfully following the movie, they recreate a lot of moments. Of course, here we get the TV dinner line. If I open this grate any sooner than when they run out of the room, I instantly die. That's how it works.
Yeah.
It is possible to clip over the vent and down into it, but it is so unreliable that no one we actually don't have a consistent method. It takes 20 minutes of messing around.
I've never gotten that.
This is once.
This is a game where repeat attempts are not as fast as you'd think they'd be because it actually takes a bit of time before you can quick load, I think. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, because if you die, well, we might discover that in a second because I'm somehow not killing this guy. But yeah, no, absolutely. Boss fight in the conference room. Oh, go ahead.
I suppose it's here where I reveal my dark secret is that I've never actually seen Die Hard. I've only seen you play this game.
Oh my, okay, so this is just, there's some upsetting going on here, because PMC runs The Sopranos Road to Respect, but has not seen The Sopranos. Mm-hmm. And you've seen the Die Hard run, but you've not seen Die Hard. Which, I mean, I don't know, it's just sort of like an adrenaline junkie 80s movie. You're not really missing a whole lot of substance, but...
It's a fun time.
It is, it's, It's Die Hard. It's the first movie I watched on Netflix, actually. Fun fact. I know everybody was wondering that. I know everybody.
That's really important trivia for Casey.
Answer to that question, yeah.
All right, this is the hardest door clip in the game. Ready? We're gonna get it right away.
Yeah, it's definitely one that likes a specific angle.
Yeah. So, okay. So the point there is that you want to be almost at 90 degrees with the door, but like just a little turned away, and that will allow you to clip through the door. Time to introduce y'all to Short John theory. I'm gonna stand under here, and now I am Short John. I move faster for no reason, and I'm also just smaller.
Yeah, this it's really wild. Again, who knows why, but
It's like small Mario.
yeah, I almost feel like it makes you harder of a target to hit. And maybe that's just, I don't know, like placebo, but you know, in my brain I'm like, you're little, so little target. But
No, it's true. And well, I don't know. You're just closer to the earth. I guess you move faster. Right now, we are guiding Argyle, who of course is the limo driver from Die Hard, guiding him through a sequence of fights. So these guys we do have to kill. I'm not doing this for safety. I'm doing this to advance the game. Generally speaking, you can walk into his car without fear of death, except here, when he crashes into that. If he sandwiches you there, you die. But otherwise, it's fine. Like right here. Oh, no, wait. No, not. It's around this corner. Too soon. But I have to hang around. This is one of those games that doesn't like it when you look where the enemies are spawning. So I need to make an effort to not gaze into the impermissible void where they're trying to bring human beings into this planet. So if I stand like right here, no, he'll pushes me aside. Damn, that's rough, buddy. I thought we were friends.
this is probably the most insane level of the game.
It sure is something. All right. I jump, so you'll notice me jumping into cutscenes or also jumping into like dialogue lines or when I pull out my walkie-talkie. And the reason I'm doing that is just to kind of keep moving while I'm pulling the walkie-talkie out. I hope y'all enjoying this.
Sir, I didn't, I don't know, like, come on.
You're supposed to look up to avoid the flashbang, and apparently I like looked up into the flashbang. So shout outs to me for blinding everyone.
Forklift guy is also another properly insane moment because you kill him and then he doesn't die until he completes.
Yeah, he has a scripted death
procedure. Yeah,
he has to die to play.
He's trying to take
if you
down.
don't kill, if you don't kill the guys that are shooting at you, it doesn't unlock this door because you're supposed to kill them, and then another set of enemies spawn. But you know, we're John McClane, so we can just kind of not kill them, avoid the next set of enemies, and go about our business. There's an offensive cutscene here where Germans make fun of American football, but if I clip through the door, I avoid that cutscene. Yeah, I want you guys to go watch soccer, huh? All right, we're good.
If you want to see that cutscene, it's on my YouTube video. What?
All right. There are FBI dudes in this game, and they all hate you. One just shooting at me right now.
Yeah, these guys are wicked terrifying, actually. They're probably the most dangerous encounter because you cannot shoot them even once. It's an instant game over.
And
Wait,
like some of
why?
them, well,
Like, what's
because
the-
okay. So there's two things. In one case, what's going on is that we are somewhere we're not supposed to be. And so normally the FBI dudes are supposed to have AI where if you flash a badge at them, they stop shooting you. But, you know, these guys, they just kind of, they don't have the AI because you were never supposed to be near them. So that's a bit of a problem. And then there's another one where we intentionally aggro them so that we can go somewhere while the door's still open. We'll actually get to the first SWAT guy scene in a moment. Oh man, I can't see anything. Better pull out my Zippo lighter.
Very good.
So, yes.
Another
Please respect the
thing
brand.
I enjoy, another thing I enjoy about this game is the bottom left corner of the screen where you have proper physical anatomy. You've got the heart on top, the lungs in the middle, and the brain on the bottom, of course. I don't know what brain bar really does. I think somebody.
Oh no, I did.
What? What?
Why?
Sorry, I just explained this whole thing.
Just
Don't
like
worry, I made it quick.
straight up, like, okay, no, you just wanted to show what happens.
I just wanted to show it off.
Do the thing.
All right.
Yeah.
What happens? I was just showing off. That's okay. So you can't shoot this guy. You just have to run past them, and they'll shoot you. I haven't done that in forever.
I think the theory behind brain bar, though, to complete my thought, is something to do with like the morale of what your enemies or I don't think John McClane himself. No,
Does John McClane have morale?
I mean, certainly.
I mean, from what I know, like, okay, I've never seen Die Hard.
Please tell
I
me
know
what
a
you
little
know
bit
about Die
it.
Hard.
It doesn't it have to do with like his sanity, I guess? Like how jazzed up he is to be fighting terrorists on Christmas Eve or whatever.
I guess a little bit.
maybe.
Like I feel like the most sanity part of it is that like he's always having family problems in every movie. Like that is a running. I hate to say gag, but that's the way it's treated. So.
And his feet get screwed up at some point. That's the only thing I really know.
Oh, that'll come up. Don't worry about that. We'll important Die Hard foot glass problems.
Because if you'll notice, Amy, at the start of the game, he was complaining that he wasn't wearing shoes. And in fact, if you listen closely, you can hear the pitter-patter of his bare feet on
Yes.
what is sure to be hard, rock-solid, cold concrete.
Now I did see the famous Kirk Q series of Die Hard NES runs all those GDQs ago, where
Oh,
he
right.
broke his feet a million times and then tried to complete the game. So that plus watching PMC's runs of this game is my combined knowledge of Die Hard.
I
Well, I guess
forget who
every-
I did it. At one
Go
year
ahead.
at Retro Gaming Live event, I actually did a Die Hard block with that NES game. I forget who the runner was. I mean, they did a good job. It was definitely a good time that we were able to unite multiple Die Hard games.
Yeah, every Die Hard game seems to be grounded, in
Yes.
reality.
Absolutely.
Very, very true to life.
So are there games is there like I know there's a Die Hard 2 and a Die Hard 3. Is there like games for that?
So there's the Die Hard trilogy, which has like games in quotation marks for 2 and 3, I think. I haven't played those games myself, but I know they cover some of that material, I think. Or they could just be like generic action games, actually. I forget.
I don't know
apologize.
either.
I'm
We're gonna
absolutely
fight a mini
derailing
boss.
from you being able to commentate on the
I
all
mean,
the really
look,
cool door clips
here's
you're
what's gonna
doing.
happen. I'm gonna pull out the hard gun, and this man's gonna die hard.
And he's,
Right?
that's so good. And he literally just into another plane of existence. So good.
This muzzle flash, so big. I absolutely have no idea what I'm shooting at. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
it literally covers the center of the screen. You cannot see what's happening.
I'm supposed to
just-
escort that man. We're not doing that.
No. Yeah, I mean, this game is sort of, not to be, inconsiderate to the run, but it's sort of milquetoast in its
Ladders,
what it
how do they
has to
work? What
offer.
is going on? Okay,
mean,
we're
sir,
fine. No,
it's-
sir.
It is
Sir, this
aimbot,
good.
not ladderbot. But like it is, you have your movement tech, and there you go. Just have at it, right? You got your gun, movement tech. There you go.
I don't. This isn't like a dunk, but like the aiming does look genuinely hard. Is it as hard as it looks?
Yeah, I definitely have friends who run person shooters, and like after a few moments of gunplay of this, they're like, no, I'm not running this.
Yeah, it's
It is what it is. All right, when I open this door, I'm gonna summon that boy.
Oh, it's just yeah. The
ready.
pathing in this game when an AI companion is supposed to arrive at a destination, if they're not
there he
really all the
goes.
way there. Yeah, if they're not all the way there, they'll just take a straight line to their destination. Sometimes
So we're
it
supposed
boosts
to
the
escort
walls.
this guy through a series of rooms, and the building's supposed to be on fire, but we just skip all that by clipping through the door and then opening that door. So then we just have to kill a bunch of guys while he opens the elevator door. That flashbang is too far away to do anything. That's how flashbangs work. Also, please enjoy the crosshairs. Don't look at the sides of the screen.
Yeah, it's keep your eyes on the target, you know.
All right, so get ready for all this. All right, we're
So
gonna jump
good.
past him.
Oh man, no, there's
And
such
then-
a great cutscene.
No! Oh, wait. No. Go. All right, we're good. So if we rapidly crouch, we'll go down the ladder faster, because that's how ladders work. And then if we go fast enough, we can skip the guy falling down the elevator shaft. And then we saved him in the speedrun. It's canon,
Yeah.
speedrun canon. The guy lives.
Yeah.
Normally he stands on the elevator and falls to his death.
He actually has a bit of a Looney Tunes moment where he has like coyote time and then he falls.
It's very good. This level is called In the Vents. We're not going in the vents. But we are going to enjoy some health in this nice little kitchenette.
You start to
Because the next
notice-
sequence, the next sequence we're gonna get glass in our feet. It's awful.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you already had glass on your feet. I thought that was the point of the whole movie.
No, not yet. Well, soon.
What is the point of the whole movie? I don't know. To spend 90 minutes and then feel more amped up than when this film started. I think that's the point.
All right, so we kill all these guys. Cutscene's gonna happen. Sending in the tank. I'm gonna tell them not to send in the tank. Tank has problems. Now we're gonna recreate famous movie scene where we kick explosives down an elevator shaft.
Geronimo, motherfucker!
Wow, John, please, language.
This under advice.
All right, so if we can clip through here and get away from the door
Oh, very
before
good.
the cutscene, we actually prevent a bunch of enemy spawns. So I get to, usually there's like 5 guys here, but I get to just walk to the door.
That's actually
All right,
pretty impressive.
yeah. Here we go. So I'm gonna shoot my gun. Oh my God, why are they boxing me out? Okay, so by doing that, I could break out of a conversation. Normally, if you did the conversation and showed your badge, they would lock you there until those doors close and lock. You could clip through those doors, but of course it's even faster. It is faster to walk through an open door than it is to clip through a door. So that's what we do.
Metaphor for life.
Indeed.
These are the levels that start to feel like so clunky to me. Maybe it's because it's later in the run and I hardly ever play them. But this is about the point in the run where I start to get annoyed with the game. I'm like, all right, I've played my fair share of this.
It's definitely around like toilet paper skip when it really gets to me.
Yeah,
Because toilet paper skip is so chaotic.
This is about when the game starts to reuse its levels,
All right.
which I guess is
Yeah.
part of the movie, maybe, but
That's Bill Clay, who's definitely not Hans Gruber. JK, it's Hans Gruber. We know this, so instead of doing the whole shoot the glass scene, we're gonna clip through a door and run to the end of the level. And we'll save our feet, right? Right?
I feel like you're baiting me. I feel like we're not going to save our feet.
Yeah, so somehow, when we start the next level, we will have somehow injured our feet.
in the Die Hard universe, there is no free will, there is only determinism. So that's sort of a callback to that.
Yeah. So our feet are damaged. We don't really take that much health loss. And we just gotta make our way to the bathroom. This is the one level where the doors don't have enough of a frame for us to clip through them. So we actually have to walk through the whole level. Very sad times.
Oh, is that why? Interesting.
Yeah.
I just kind of...
Yeah. That's why we do
go
the
ahead.
toilet paper skip in the next level.
Oh, that is probably the most bizarro strat.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's like an application of reality breaking down around you.
Alright, so cutscenes that we gotta skip. Of course, that's when they're opening up the vault, because the real mission was to steal a bunch of stuff from a vault. Alright, so we got some very normal things to do. We're gonna open up this stall, jump on this toilet, which is harder than it looks. I mean, it's basically like real life. Alright, now we're on the toilet. We're gonna crouch on the toilet, and then the toilet paper will change our physical properties. Now we're gonna go to a corner.
Are toilets funny? Like, is there a reason we're laughing?
And then we're gonna face the corner and crouch. And then we're gonna look at the exit sign and work through. Easy. You can try that at home.
That was surprisingly smooth.
It's man, that's so hard. I don't still don't get
a lot of times you just don't clip back in. So
Yep.
You made it look way easier than it.
It's really finicky, man. Like, I'm sure you know how these games play. Like, just anything that looks like this has a certain aesthetic of feel. Oh, nice.
Anyway,
You shoot the paper.
in this game, it's better to jump and then run to get onto things. All right, I'm just gonna murder you. But yeah, instead of running and jumping, you want to jump and then run. Oh. There we go. And this gets us up here where we can clip through some doors.
These lasers are okay. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, these lasers are not real lasers. They are fake lasers. That guy has not had his AI activated, so he is taking the day off. All right, now we're coming up to a really weird part where there is a very, very thin door that it is possible to clip through normally using a normal door clip. You can also change your physical properties by rubbing up against the blue barrel, and that will let you walk through the door with your changed physical properties. Or you can simply activate the door opening by clipping through this door. Maybe. Oh.
We do a little bit of clip.
Just say it again.
We do a
Maybe
little
I
bit
got
of clips.
confused.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay,
There
we're
you go.
fine. All right, so a million dudes have spawned. We're probably gonna have to kill a number of them. Oh boy. God, it must be hard shooting a gun when you're left-handed. So anyway, this door opened now, and we are on our way. So that's really all we have to do. Again, you can clip through that, but because it doesn't really have like a normal door frame, I have not been able to make a consistent method for it. And I don't think anyone else has. Anyway, this is a little auto-scroller, but if we position ourselves in just the right place, then they can't shoot at us. So I hope all of you are having an excellent evening.
Like he's standing in front of the opposite corridor there. The doors literally not seen by the enemy.
Everybody, kick back. Take a
Just take a quick
stretch your
elevator
hands.
break.
Take a drink of water.
I know. Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
It's been a hectic 23 minutes.
It has.
I can't believe this game is this fast. Like this is it's really impressive.
I think when I started running this, like the previous existing single segment RTA run was like 53 minutes, but it didn't use the door clip. And so, like, as I mentioned before, credit to Albert Hammock. He's like, hey, PMC, there's a diehard first-person shooter, and there's a door clip that no one's using. And I'm like, I'm a vulture. I love that. Let's feast.
Oh yeah.
So I immediately went for it.
Swan dive right into the glitches.
That's what I love seeing the run take shape. Like, that's what's really exciting for me, is that, I get to be like, yeah, in the Die Hard speed run, we rub against some toilet paper and then fall through a wall. Like, that's just, that's the good stuff right there. All right, grabbing some extra health. Oh, no, that door. Okay, there we go. Ladders and doors. I mean, have y'all ever opened a door while on a ladder? Like,
I don't tend to. Like, it's one of those things that every video game character should be able to do. But when I think about it, I immediately start sweating.
Yeah, I would feel upset about that. It's kind of weird. All right.
I think I've opened a trapdoor. They're not that hard.
Okay. Carl's here. Carl's upset because we killed his brother. Okay, Carl's dead. We do have to kill everyone here to progress. There's a guy in there who will throw a flashbang. Gonna get him.
This is about where enemies in this game start to get, like, serious, where you actually are threatened with real death because they have the biggest guns. the bullpups, the machine guns.
I should note this whole game I've been tapping sprint to prevent my sprint meter from running out. So that's a pretty fundamental little bit of tech. We also just clipped through a wall there for some reason.
John, what the hell are you doing? Get into this mess.
All right, now this is the part I'm really excited for. I'm really excited to mess up this very simple thing.
Yeah, you're hanging from the fire hose, and it's as awful as it looks, how jittery it is in that moment.
First try.
Very nice.
There we go.
I'm pretty consistent at that, if I do say so myself. But we all have our blind spots as runners.
So, as usual, we are cutting right to the end of the level by clipping through a door. And now we're getting into kind of the final runaway sequence of this game.
It feels like a lot of levels are sort of designed in a circular fashion, so if you're able to just find the door where you can go from beginning to end, it really does cut down on the amount of time you spend in any given level.
You really can just go from the beginning to the end in a lot of levels via a locked door. That door is unlocked, but opening it spawns the deadliest man in the game, and so I clipped through the door.
He's an assassin, straight up. He's like the only actual hitman hired by Gruber.
Oh, no. All right, we're good. All right, we are on the final level now.
It's a bit of a jittery one.
Yeah.
Your wife is being held captive by, I assume it's Hans Gruber. I don't know, dude.
Yep,
It's
it is
gotta be
Hans.
right. It's gotta be right. All right.
It
And
is, yeah.
you have to shoot his head, not her head, which is horrendously reckless, by the way. You can very often just sort of miss, and she,
All right.
fades away. But
There's a guy coming up behind me. In the interest of safety, I'm just going to go ahead and take care of this guy.
oh yeah, this dude is another assassin.
Yeah, he's a real one.
Yeah, he's wearing a tie. That's how you can tell.
All right, welcome to the final boss fight.
Yeah, he's looking for a specific animation here and a specific moment where he knows it's safe to shoot. And after you tap his head 3 times, he just shimmies the wife on. You can never get too close to him, because if you do, then he just executes her.
This seems ridiculously unsafe to do.
That might have killed her. Wait
Yeah,
a
that might be
second.
dead. It's like a huge delay.
Yeah. Anyway, this is why I'm frequently quick saving, of course.
It's a very strange sequence.
Ideally, you just get 2 quick leans, and that's kind of the optimal thing to have happen.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta respect the distance. Unfortunately, there's no cheese in it. And then
The one when
sometimes
he knocks his head back is a really weird hitbox, and sometimes you can get it, and sometimes it's like, no, you can't shoot him here. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's a wild one. I never trust that one.
So it is an absolute distance to him. So if I get even though he's around the corner here, if I got too close, he would then execute. Holly? I think her name is Holly. Holly Gennaro? That sounds right.
Man, you're deep.
You can just say whatever you want, and I can't correct you on it.
Yeah, but chat's gonna know. All right, chat's gonna know. They're gonna call me out.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they can't talk to you directly.
It's true.
Can't see. It's not there. All right. This is the final section here. As soon as he barrels
As soon
out
as
the
the
window.
cutscene starts, it's time.
Yeah.
And time. Woo! Oh no, Hans.
Yeah,
That's
GG,
rough,
man.
buddy. Awesome.
That still beats my PB. Since we found the literal free time save, I've not gone back to do a run of this because I don't know. It's just, I'm wringing my hands on it. Okay.
I mean, it is what it is. Of course, that's Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza. I do have a speedrun tutorial for this that you can also watch and check out. Unfortunately, this game is not available on any digital distribution. You can probably yell at Fox Interactive for that. So you'll have to find a used physical copy out there somewhere if you want to play this game, and get to it it's a good time. I think the door clipping is very fun. The few other tricks are very fun, and you get to see beautiful animations like this.
Yeah, it's totally serviceable, to be honest. You ever get that glitch in this cutscene where you can actually have the gun on top of the cutscene? Yeah, it's so good. The view model.
Yeah, no, I think when I was practicing this game last week on stream, I got like my last run. I got the bullpup out during this, so you just see it float down in the cutscene.
Yeah,
it's so good.
This is so good.
Oh no! There you go. We got him.
This is where you'd have the quick time event if it was 2021 game.
All right. Well, if you're all good here, we can go ahead and we're going to be going to one last break, and then we're going to be returning with an airport for aliens currently run by dogs. And I had to check that name because I've been miswriting it like 5 times over the course of this week in a bunch of different ways. But we're very excited for it because the actual dev of the game is going to be coming on for that. So everybody stay tuned. And just a couple quick things before we go. Again, if you missed out on any HotFix shows, if you missed out on Shogo, if you missed out on Super Mario Odyssey right before this, check out the archive at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you're watching this on YouTube, join us at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick for our live shows, most nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. And I've been taking notes on this because I did not do that for my last show, and I've been doing it for this one. GDQ Sum of Best Segments is a highlight channel on YouTube with regular videos like the main channel, but basically just small highlight reels for all the main events and for HotFix. Use !_ highlights in chat to find out more, or if you're on the YouTube channel, go to the About page to go to the channel. So, like I said, we're about to take a quick break, and we're going to come back in a few minutes with an airport for aliens currently run by dogs. All right, everyone, welcome back. It is the final game of this AIMBOT section. We have an airport for aliens currently run by dogs, including live special commentary by the dev himself, Zolivir Nelson. So PMC, let's go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm still PMC Trilogy. I'm going to be doing an any % run of this game. This is a little bit fresher than the 2 Lift Tech games that I was running before. With me on commentary, first, of course, I still have Mr. KZ Fru.
Hello, I'm still here. You can't get rid of me. You cannot. I'm just gonna sit here in my. I prefer the window seat, frankly, when I'm in a plane. I do like to look out, as we're doing right now. Oh yeah.
And then I also have with me Zolivir Nelson Jr. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, if for folks who may not know the game, can you maybe give them a quick summary before I start the run?
Sure thing. So, an airport for aliens currently run by dogs is an open world comedy adventure game set in a universe of simulated airports run by stock photo dogs who wants to help you and see you live your best life as you and your fiance are the last 2 human beings left in the universe for unstated reasons and are, following each other and loving each other across a galaxy of transit.
Yep, that's exactly right. And so in the speed run, we're going to attempt to navigate the airports as quickly as possible. Let's get rolling here. We got some important dog related business to get to. Time will start when I select an autosave file to overwrite. So I'm going to give a 3, 2, 1, go, and we're off. Of course, immediately we are trapped in a cage, as you begin most games, and we'll be, as is anyone in a committed relationship, we'll be mashing through all of the dialogue as quickly as possible so that we can jump out of the cage that we're stuck in.
No need to listen to your partner. That's the dog airport game promise.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. It obviously, why would it be there? But what is an important promise is that I can always get 50 tickets, which is wonderful. Absolutely great for the speedrun as well.
This is about the moment where I was like, all right, this game's different.
It wasn't the big fire hydrant in the sky that did that for you?
I might not have noticed that the first time, to be frank. I was probably looking at... oh, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. All right, I did an important bit of tech there. Accidentally, yeah, okay, I took the wrong dialogue option. So you can drink soda and then immediately put that soda away, and you will retain the soda, which is an important bit of tech that we will exploit throughout the run. We did it with regular soda, which is good, but we'll be doing it with some even better soda in a hot second. The way that the airport terminals work is that you have to give one of the boarding dogs your boarding pass, and then the other dog will usually require a thing from you. It'll require usually some kind of item or some other favor, and we're gonna try and sort of anticipate this. We're gonna try and carry with us a reasonable selection of items to help us get through the game. But we're also gonna know, we have to get tickets. Always gotta get tickets. Especially in this part, we gotta pay attention to time because we don't have items yet that can advance time for us. So I'm kind of looking at which one do I want to get? They all seem to be the same. What? I always get sometimes this happens where it's just like they're all the same. Oh no, wait, there you go. That's a better one. All right. Anyway, we got a ticket. That's great. We got to go get some stuff.
I like that you can get the ticket wet.
Okay.
I mean, they're very effective. These are future tickets. The dogs would only give us waterproof tickets. They gotta carry them around their mouths, probably, right? Like, wouldn't make sense to have tickets that dissolve in water. All right, Scarlet Bovine is our friend. We're gonna rely on Scarlet Bovine. Scarlet Bovine makes us go very fast. That'll be useful. Also, what helps us go fast is a bed. A bed will advance time by 5 hours, which is important. Although we can't advance time right now, because that would put us beyond, of course, our time of departure. So umbrellas. Some dogs want umbrellas, but we can also use umbrellas for some cute little skips that we'll get to in a second. This is a barista dog. Serves us coffee. We get a very big coffee.
Oh my.
We'll need that later. We're also going to pick up some other things on our way out here. I'm just sort of looking around. Some of these are fixed and some of these are random. For example, the doctor is always in. Doctor dog. We want to get some pills for him. If you drink Red Bull, or excuse me, Scarlet Bovine,
Whoa.
Whoa. And you don't, take some means to avoid the effects impacting you negatively. You will get a yellow filter, which, yellow always makes me think of like sunglasses and definitely not anything else. Money's free. We're definitely going to want money. What? I picked up.
Dogs don't believe in
I have
money.
A cheat sheet. I have a cheat sheet here. All right. This is how I know where to go in the airport. We actually want to be here. All right.
I will say I have a question for
You have a
local
question?
resident developer. Yes. Was there any sort of methodology to selecting the dogs that each dog? What made you think like, oh, this is the doctor, or though this is cabinet dog, or this is boarding dog?
A lot of it was literally looking in a stock photo archive or receiving a photo from someone and then just looking at it. Sometimes I'd look at it for a good half hour, and I'm not proud of that. That's not something that you really want to put on your timesheet. But I might be like just scrolling through an archive for like 3 hours and being like, what dog communicates the soul of Bribe Dog? What dog communicates the soul of an umbrella? And when I found it, it then stayed that way forever.
That's excellent. Yeah, because I don't know.
Go ahead.
I only have like one frame of reference, right, where it's like, oh, that's Frederick right there. I don't know any other Frederick. I didn't have to choose who Frederick was, but now that I've seen him like this, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Frederick.
It's an infinite possibility. Frederick was actually one of the tricky ones. It's an infinite possibility space. Who is Frederick, you ask? You go and stand out overlooking a high mountain and you just say, who is Frederick? And no one knows what that means. They leave you alone on the mountain.
Exactly.
So yeah, we would find dogs, and sometimes the picture would come first, sometimes the picture would come second. But either way, lots of very interesting minutia which people would never expect to come from the stock photo dog game.
All right, so I can just advance this right now. I encountered the Seeker. The Seeker requires a magical item, and unfortunately, I hadn't picked one up because I didn't want to walk into the bookstore because the bookstore is very uncomfortable. But good news is that I was able to advance time quickly, and now we are going to... Where's my tall boy? There you go.
That's always what I ask before I board my plane.
Well, so the game wants us to take a tram, but by using a combination of Scarlet Bovine, a soda that makes us jump taller, and an umbrella that allows us to float, we are able to just sort of float over. We also get to control our airspeed based on like how fast we're moving, so it's actually important that I drink more Scarlet Bovine in midair, because otherwise I might just sail right over, and that would be sad. No one wants that. Now we can teleport back. The game, it is very possible to get stuck in things, because you can just go real fast. And so the good, Reverse Bribe Dog, this is the best dog. Look, they're all good dogs, but I want you to know that Reverse Bribe Dog is the best dog, because instead of asking for something, it gives you an illegal bone. Why is the bone illegal? Don't worry. Yo, it's Speed Dog. Speed Dog's gonna drive a car real fast into a wall. Don't worry about it.
This feels like a good omen. If we meet Speed Dog during a speed run, that has to be a good sign.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I
absolutely. So good.
So you might notice like that there is a language that the dogs know that, or maybe the aliens know, that we definitely don't know. And the good news though is that we are able to. Wow, all these terminals are garbage. Welcome to me playing this game. All right, I guess we'll take that one.
It's just critiquing your tickets.
Look, I'm sorry, but have you never? But this is a real thing though. Like you go to an airport, and sometimes it's like, oh, you got to go to Terminal F, dog. That's where there's no service.
It's where you press F to pay respects. Yes.
Yeah. Good luck. Have fun, JK. It's not fun.
You got hit with that sick.
Yeah, I got hit with the sick right as I jumped out. Because right now I don't need to. I just need to go up to the next level because I need to get. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's not. So normally I would try to get a gate that was below, but unfortunately that did not happen. I could probably just do. Oh, is that gonna? No.
Trying to solve physical problems right now. Excellent.
There we go. No, we got through it. We did it. We figured it out, and we got sick again. But like, that's unavoidable. How could I possibly not get sick? Who knows? So we had a C2 ticket, which is right here. Of course, you notice that it is not yet 90 minutes before, so we can sleep in our comfy chair for 1 hour. This is the reason we came here, to get comfy chair. Comfy chair allows us to advance time so that it is closer to our departure. And we're just going to wish the boarding gate dog to appear. Thank you. And then Bribe Dog, who's going to want something from us. What do you want? You want something meaty. So we have to have the thing out to give it to him. But then we just give it to him, and then we're good. Nice.
Fantastic.
Baby. That's how I imagine his voice is like, just, I'm Bribe Dog.
A note is that the like if you're reading, if you're paying attention, the game wanted you to go to Pattsville to talk to Cage Dog. That is not required, so we just go ahead and skip that.
Yeah,
we would need to take an intervening flight to get back to here anyway to talk to Krista again.
Yeah, the Cage Dog storyline and epilogue is completely optional and slightly terrifying, especially when it begins.
Yeah, Cage Dog is very concerning.
Aw. Is he a good boy?
Anyway, it's Krista.
He's a very good boy. He's also just named Cage Dog, the dog who loves cages, for a reason.
I see. Well, the point is...
Well, some people are known for like their sense of fashion or their humanitarian work. This dog is known for locking people into cages. Mm-hmm. Because he can.
Well,
yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah,
Everyone's
some people
gotta
run
have
fast,
a
some
reason.
people draw well. That's just how it is.
Everyone has a calling in life, and that's his. As much as we wish it wasn't.
Yo, Hacker Dog just got back from
You
Facebook.
get it. You,
oh no.
You have an alignment with Cage Dog.
Yeah.
PMC with the most dated joke possibly this evening. That one's gonna die out in a week.
No, don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. All right. People will watch this.
Be like, that was so early October 2021
Yeah,
right there.
it's like making a Twitch plays Pokemon joke or something, right? It's gonna age like wine. Don't worry about it. What is this? C4? Come on. Do I? Yeah. All right. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
Struggling with these boarding passes tonight.
Struggling with these terminals.
One thing I enjoy here is, you know, how unique and not only like horizontally spread out, but also vertically spread out. You don't have a lot of vertical movement in an airport, right? This is not how it's gonna work, generally speaking. But Aliens have it figured out, I think, with their airport design. It's very good, and they still also have like the horizontal conveyor belts, which I appreciate, like the moving walkways. Like they also agree that those are dope, and I'm a big fan of that.
If you turn behind you right now, you will glimpse the mythical figure Dog Bigadome, owner of the Bimsdale Bigadome. Right to your left. Right to your left.
Oh my god. Dude, the giant hat.
Right. Yeah, look at this guy.
There he is. Dog Bigadome. That is Dog Bigadome. Yeah, he's got the American flag. That's how you know.
That's how you know. All right. Anyway, when does this flight leave? Oh. All right. What time is it? That's right. The problem is not what time does it leave. The problem is what time is it now. Sometimes you look into the distance and there are just huge clocks. I don't use this terminal too often, so now I don't know where the clock is, but there are airport shops that you can use to get the time at. But here, we'll just have to go back here. Okay, yeah, so we just, again, comfy chair, get in a comfy chair, wait for time to pass.
Just put it on your head.
Just put it on your, look, how do you use chairs? Are you gonna tell dogs that you know how to use chairs better than dogs?
I thought you were a human.
However, dogs and aliens want to use chairs.
I mean, I guess you're right. The player character is human.
Oh my god, Amy with the absolute dunk right there. Thank you. Wow.
All right, this is Fashion Dog. Fashion Dog is my mortal enemy because they want my umbrellas. I can also give them shoes, but like, oh, why would I do that?
Oh, is that why you took 2 umbrellas?
Yes. That is. Well, there's also another dog, Prepper Dog, that only accepts umbrellas. As far as I know, actually, I don't. Does Prepper Dog accept anything else?
He only accepts umbrellas, and it's because he was traumatized by his owner once upon a time. The owner threw a ball, and when he ran after the ball and looked back, his owner was still holding the ball, and it has convinced him that nothing is real, life is fake and impermanent, and also that danger waits around every corner, and so he waits for the storm to come. Never do that to your dog. It's a cruelty.
Oh, no.
Now, see, that's the dog lore we need. That's why we brought you in.
Oh, here we go. Wait,
oh, yes.
What?
There must not be any...
yeah, there's no flights.
There's no flights. This is a good opportunity to demonstrate, though, that if you pick up an invalid ticket...
oh, yeah.
We have a special dog tech.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
Invalid. Although actually recently I used a ticket that was on fire and I got it redeemed. I did that last week. It was kind of fun.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Don't worry about it.
I have to say, this is, even though he's like, you know, a fairly seasoned speedrunner of this game, he still is encountering a lot of, you know, what I would call airport syndrome, which is like not being sure what's going on, looking at the giant signs and being like, oh, what time is it? Oh, where's my flight? Oh, God, like I think you guys did nail that experience. I'm sure that was intentionally so.
Okay.
Yeah, as much as I love...
Oh, did I sleep past it?
Oh, you did.
As much as I love purely narrative experiences, I think that you can get something potentially even more powerful when you seed a world with rules and allow those to have interesting impacts on your journey through it. So, in collaboration with my most consistent co-developer on this game, Tom Veneta, we went really hard into replicating the thoughts, the mindsets, even the journey of a traveler. And I think one of the ways that we're most proud of how that comes to be is people who are going through an airport for the first time and people who are going through an airport for the second, third, fourth time navigate those airports in entirely different ways. They get to be seasoned travelers in the exact way that we were hoping players would eventually become, and that's just such a pleasure to see.
That is so smart, and that's why you revisit a lot of these places. That's really that's a perspective I never thought I'd have on this game. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
But it's true. Like when you it's so weird. Like you're at an airport, maybe you're familiar. You get on the plane, you get off, and you could be in a totally new place. You've never been there. And that's crazy. Like maybe that's a little like surface level. Like whoa, dude, I'm blown away by this novelty. But to me, that is fascinating.
Yeah, I traveled a lot before a global pandemic occurred, and not only did it inspire the frame story of like constantly leaving the person you love and kind of trying to reassure them that you still had feelings for them even if you weren't in the same place. That was my interaction with my family. But also it was really interesting how at this point, like one of my flights, I went from Italy to Austria to Berlin, Germany to Japan to San Francisco, and then after a couple of days, I went from San Francisco to Germany again. So I circumnavigated the globe by accident due to a wild series of flight delays.
Oh my God.
And the idea of replicating that, like, whether you're in Japan or you're in San Francisco or you're in a town in Kansas, airports are the exact same but also different, is one of the most fascinating things about our modern world. They are environments and microcosms unto themselves. So yeah, we of course made the natural next step and said stock photo dogs deserve to be here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a way to get people into the game. I think it's like, oh, the dogs.
It was originally supposed to be all about aliens. I wanted to forever make a game about an airport for aliens. So you're a human being at the end of the world, meeting all of these aliens and trying to get around in an environment where you don't know the language, you don't know anything. As a temporary asset, just to stand in for the aliens while we were getting together, like what their visual approach would be and how we would bring them to life and what species there might be, I downloaded a JPEG of a black and white Jack Russell Terrier from a royalty-free stock photo website. And because it was also one of my first times experimenting in-engine with Unity, I had made a mistake with the scale. So when I press play for the very first time on what becomes Dog Airport game, there's an 8-foot-tall Jack Russell Terrier towering over me, asking if I want a ticket to Uranus. And I was like, oh, this is the game. So it became an airport for aliens, currently run by dogs.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that story. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. No, that's a lovely like two impromptu moments coming together where it's like you got the dogs and you have the scale. I have had that experience where I've designed something in a 3D space and I press play and then I'm like, oh my God, this room is way too huge.
And I think there's something really, really interesting in games specifically where you can take that kind of quote unquote mistake and then just run with it. And I love that about our medium. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. You can do whatever you want.
Did you fix this RNG? Can you do that?
So for you specifically, I can look into it.
Here we go. We got a marinara trench plane, folks. We'll get where we need to go.
Yeah.
Look, he can read it now. He knows that. He can read it.
No, wait. Am I? No. These are all bad. Are they? Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. You know what? Maybe this does work. See, I'm concerned now because I have successfully redeemed flaming boarding passes already when playing this game. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna talk to Krista.
So you're just gonna sweet talk your way past this customs
That's
agent.
Right. Yeah, that's 100%. I mean, look, the worst thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna advance time and the flight won't be there and I'll have to get another flight. It's just this airport, all right? It's just normal airport life.
A thing I picked up on that maybe hasn't been communicated yet is that the shop locations are random to some degree.
Most of them, I think. Some of them are fixed.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure about that. I only picked up on that through my own intuition, because I would see you like look around for a shop, and I even noticed recently that there are like holographic logos above the shops themselves.
All right,
like-
we have a ticket for C2, and we're at C2. Maybe I need to. Something's weird. Something's going on here, because I'm not even here at the right time, but they're here.
Are they here?
Good.
I mean, they're here, right? The boarding clerk dog is here, but it's wait. Oh, I have the wrong. Okay. So I have a flight for a different C2.
A different C2?
Can I? Well, no. I mean, a different flight, right? Because the ticket for this is 1334.
Looks like your
see.
time passed. It's now 17:18, and
Right.
that's a ticket
Which
for
makes
13.
sense why the ticket. Yeah, it makes sense why the ticket would be on fire. That part makes sense. Maybe I can talk to the ticket dog again. Get another 50 boarding passes. And one of these will be for C2 in like 10 minutes, maybe? Or C3. Sure. Or A1. All right, you know what? We'll just go. Don't worry about it. A1 should be like right over here anyway. This is fine. We're all fine here. Oh, it's passport clerk dog. Oh man. Passport clerk dog is like the worst dog because he wants a passport. We'll see what the passport clerk wants, because this might just be safer to get out of here. This airport's too haunted.
You look incredible.
All right, so where is a record shop? So the dog wants a record. We can go ahead and get that.
He's into that
for
hardcore
that
moth
dog.
rock.
Yes, he's into hardcore. He wants that sweet Mothman album, which we can get for him from the Anxious Dog. All right, it's trying to tell us secrets, but I really want music. Is what I want instead. There we go. Yes. If we do this, we play music, I think. Oh, no, if we use it on another dog, that's right. That's what it is. A lot of these have very fun effects if you use them on puppers. There's a lot of fun. Like, you can already tell from the speedrun that I'm combining effects to, like, jump across things, and it's a good time. But you can also enjoy the experience of just using it on dogs and seeing what happens. Oh, no, that was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, a speedrun is only one way to enjoy a game, right?
It's true.
There's a lot of ways to interact with the game, and certainly this is one of them. This is one where the design creates interesting scenarios that exist within the speedrun. Of course,
right.
We've seen you sort of finally free yourself of this place.
Finally out of Phobos. We will not be going back to Phobos. Oh, it's Kenneth. I love Kenneth. Big Kenneth fan.
Kenneth is also big, so he's a big fan of you,
That's
technically.
Yes. He's a big fan of everyone. All right. I would like totally normal boarding terminals, please, for once. Usually, when I'm doing runs of this, I will only want B terminals. And so far, in this godforsaken Marinara Trench, we have gotten no B terminals, which is incredible. Truly phenomenal.
You're about to have you're about to speedrun a climactic conversation with your fiance.
Yes. Everything we're saying is very heartfelt right now, and earnest and sincere.
I got a bone to pick with PMC on this one. Not only does he skip the text, which fine, but he also covers up the text boxes with his stream chat overlay. So it's doubly difficult to follow along. Thank you.
Wow, that is horrific.
I know. This guy.
Can you believe it? All right, so we got gates that are like all the way over here. You can jump through that floating, levitating block of water, but it's very scary. Like, so we can do that. All right. You just sort of accumulate items in this game. They just sort of continue to pile up, and so that means that, of course, when you get to things, you just gotta remember what the order was. It is Q and E is the default to switch, so of course, KZ Free, you would be very much at home
Oh, I love Q&A, man.
Yeah,
So good.
Q&E switching. Yeah, easy peasy.
Q&A switch, yep. Yeah, play a lot of GTA and switch a lot of weapons with Q&A.
All right, no wait. I have a 913 ticket, don't I? No, a 924. It's too risky. All right, we're just gonna share the rest of the way. 1 minute beforehand, will you get out of bed in time? I don't know.
Does the time actually tick like normally? Like 1 minute in real time is 1 minute in game time?
You can play this entire game in real time if you so choose. I have considered doing like as a stunt, maybe for charity, doing basically a circuit of the airports, playing only in real time, sitting in my chair for the entirety of the time it takes for my next flight to come around. But I don't know if I have the will for it.
I don't blame you.
I've taken an honest reckoning of my human frailties, and I'm not sure if I'm prepared.
So I accidentally took the risk there, but I had the thing the dog needed, so it was fine. I sat in the chair one too many times, as it were.
Also a real life danger.
Also a real life danger.
I met someone who told me they only go to an airport 20 minutes before their flight, and they always make their flight like just on the ragged edge of time. And this is a person who I deeply respect, but in that moment I was like, oh, you're a monster. You're a cryptid.
Yes.
I don't know how you exist.
No.
Yeah,
Never
I have to get
doing
the
that.
airport's like 2 hours beforehand, and even then I feel like I'm late.
My family was one of those, we will get to the airport 5 hours ahead of time families.
Yeah, I mean, as I became a more seasoned traveler, I definitely cut more and more time, especially as if you live near one space and you live near one airport, you frequent it, you're like, oh yes, I understand how this generally goes. But you know, on those international flights especially, you're gonna want to give a few hours. I'd say at least 2.5. That's what I feel comfortable with.
Fun fact, the randomization of the airports in this game was actually inspired by the evolution of my local airport. There was a Quiznos that I was accustomed to visiting whenever I had to travel, and one bleary 4 a.m. I went to the airport, and the Quiznos wasn't there. There was a Schlotsky Cinnabon, and because it was 4 a.m. and I was bleary and tired, I ended up walking the length of that airport twice, thinking I must not see it. Where is it? And I walk up.
Oh, you gamed yourself.
I did, and I walk up finally to the people, the Schlotsky Cinnabon, who are the same people who worked at the Quiznos before, which adds to the whole Lynchian nightmare. It's too early for this feeling that I'm having. And I said, did there used to be a Quiznos here? Like a Twilight Zone episode.
He said, sweating.
And they were like, yeah, do you want a sandwich? I was like, yeah, sure. And so as soon as I came back from that trip, I was like, airports are gonna change. You're gonna walk to your favorite store and it's gonna be closed. Maybe it'll be a different store entirely. We don't know. Life is pain.
We have had three meaty dogs in this run as excess meaty dogs.
So is the ideal for the any percent run that you pick up like 2 of everything and then you never have to get anything ever again?
Pretty much, yeah. Wait. Did I go to the wrong? Oh, I did.
Oh.
We've all been
The
there.
airports are difficult. All right, or just
Yep.
you know, just the struggle is real.
It's just, it's just a real life experience.
It's
Someone in the chat said that Quiznos burned down 50 years ago this very night.
I understand those rituals, though. I do. Because if I've been in Newark Airport a lot, and they have like circular terminals set up. Not really circular terminals, circular gates, I would say. And in a lot of those places, or at least in the one that I frequented, the one section of that airport I frequented, I always go to the Auntie Anne's and get some pretzels. You know, that was like my airport treat. And yeah, if that Auntie Anne's disappeared, it would feel wrong. It would feel suddenly alien, perhaps.
That sting of a rock guitar that you just heard when you go over a speed boost is a very intentional homage to Sonic Adventure. I literally said, give me like a bootleg City Escape, like 3 seconds of a bootleg City Escape track. And our composer RJ Lake knocked it out of the park.
That rules.
Oh, I forget where this terminal is. This is the real boss of this game. Do you actually remember where all the terminals are? And I'm pretty sure I've written down. Oh, I think it's actually. Is it just like? This is good. This is perfect.
I feel like the on the fly routing is the real like.
Yeah, you
killer
just,
for
like
this.
really, if you really want to go, you got to be memorizing everything. There's no substitute. It should be, yeah. The sign. I checked the signage. The signage confirmed that I know what I'm doing, but I am blind. That's the other problem. Is that you need to have eyes to play video games.
Not always, and we're
it's true.
finding
That's a good
more and more
point.
solutions to make that easier.
You are correct. You are absolutely correct. All right. Anyway, okay. So it is. Yes. All right, folks. We got to pull out the comfy chair.
It's
Alright, so
a
that
plane
tap
crane.
ticket was it? Oh no. Okay. I keep seeing this dog and hoping it's a reverse bribe dog, and then it's like I want a container. I'm like, well, better go to the container store. Fine.
Oh, I just realized.
Yes. No. It is not consistent whether the option you want is the top one or the bottom one, and I will never learn.
That was intentional. It wasn't designed to hurt you then, but we could say that it was retroactively designed that way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. No, that's fair. All right, time for maybe my favorite like silly combination of items in the game. When we're gonna go to the top level.
Oh, you're gonna do a zoomy zoom?
Yeah. It should be. Just checking what terminal I want. This is probably. Yeah, that's probably the thing to do. Grab that one. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna use our Red Bull and the umbrella, and then we're gonna go. So we need to get up to the top here to talk to Krista, and that's gonna require that we go straight up here. There is an elevator up here, but it's we don't, it's a time sequence, and we can just sort of make our way up here,
I feel like you're going up very far here.
Yeah. Well, it's it's still faster than waiting for the elevator, and we don't take fall damage, so it's fine.
And any game
It's always spring here.
Any game that doesn't have fall damage instantly gains some endearment to the bottom of my heart.
All right, now we need to get to the. There we go. That's where we gotta go. Uh-oh. All right, never mind. Teleport to safety.
The sound design in this game is so good.
It is very good. Yeah.
I'll never forget
Oh,
that.
that wasn't it.
Whoop.
Wasn't it? No, C4. Okay, this one. Oh, it's a seeker. All right, we'll snipe him. Burn. Oh no, it's not that long a distance. Oh wait, it did travel. Okay, well anyway. Of course, the seeker wants magic, and then the boarding clerk dog wants our ticket. All right, there we go. Man, I feel like I have gotten unkind gates, but I'm glad I took some extra notes because I definitely took extra notes on Elf Planet before doing this run. I was like, I know I'm gonna get bad gates on Elf Planet. I can feel it. And then we got to go back to Uranus one last time.
Is there a reason we're laughing? I don't.
I mean, you tell me, buddy.
I'll tell you after the stream, Casey.
Okay.
Tell you when you're older.
Yeah.
Well, I will be older.
Okay. After the stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
One of the very easy to overlook pieces of heavy time cost was you know how when you go to an airport or when you enter an airport, it does that little iris in or iris out of the screen. That unexpectedly took months.
Wow.
Oh no.
We managed to get the systems for making an airport, simulating an airport in like a day, and then that effect of just drawing a circle that closes in and closes out ended up unexpectedly being sporadic work over several months. And that is the magic and terror of game development. You often do not know what is going to be the 10-minute fix or what is going to be several hours.
Oh no, wait, that's not.
It's definitely
bartender
a
dog.
perspective that the like a just a casual consumer of maybe a game or any sort of medium that requires like a lot of creative labor, film or anything like that, where it's like you can envision the creative process and you're like, oh, I understand reasonably as a layman what is going to take time, but then you would never expect something like that to take time. And probably understandably, you just didn't devote a lot of labor to it, but still, something you still had to get around to at some point.
Yeah. Another one that, when we actually cracked it, became pretty fundamental to the identity of the game was those horizontal people movers. At first, we tried to simulate them complete with like basically a river of colliders that you could stand on and it would carry you along automatically and all that. We ended up chatting to a programmer about what we were trying to pull off, and he was like, oh, this is going to be some advanced physics.
Time's coming up. Time is gonna be on the screen, fades to black in a second.
And we were like, wait, what? And he was like, this goes from being a very heavy theoretical physics problem to being the work of 10 minutes if you just make it go both ways. And we were like, okay, screw it, it's a speed boost now.
Very good. Sometimes it'd be like
Awesome.
that. Well, GG, man, that was
Sometimes-
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, it was definitely an opportunity to see, like, sometimes I feel like with games that have randomness, it is good to see what can go wrong in a run. That sometimes you show up to an airport that has no flights to the destination you want. Sometimes it goes to terminals that you don't want to be at. So it's kind of fun to show that off, definitely. And also fun, of course, to have my commentary, especially, of course, Zalver. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you so much for running this, doing just a fantastic job of also mid-run routing. This was a delight to watch and also to be a part of.
Thank you for making the game. It's been fun to play.
If you want to check out the game, why don't you give us an elevator pitch, Solivir?
If you want to check out this open world comedy adventure game, which when you are not playing it like this, typically runs up to 10 hours plus. Lots of secrets. Meet Dog Bigadome. It is on Steam, itch.io, and Xbox Series S and X as a exclusive. It is one of, from what I saw at last count, 12 exclusives for the Xbox Series XS. And you would be surprised, but yes, it does take every ounce of that next-gen horsepower to run this game.
A true next-generation video game.
Show off to your friends. Spawn 8,000 boarding passes. The Xbox Series X doesn't care.
That's what it's built for.
It was built specifically
first played
around
this
these capabilities.
I immediately spawned like hundreds of boarding passes and picked them all up because I didn't realize they were just flooding my inventory, and then I had to spend a while throwing them all away. So there you
Your
go.
actions do have consequences, man.
They have consequences. I try not to believe it, but sometimes it's just how it works out.
emergent gameplay at its best.
Unfortunately, there is no tutorial for this one yet, but of course, part of that is just because of how random the game is. If you are interested in running this game, there is a leaderboard on SRC. Please always find me and ask me about any of the games I speedrun. I'm at everything, PMC Trilogy, Twitch, Twitter, whatever. So yeah, thank you all for watching these games, these very, very good video games.
Yeah, and a couple final outros. If you missed this show, if you're coming in right at the end, you want to see the rest of it, it'll be up on youtube.com/gamesdonequick, so you can go check it out there. Check out the GDQ Sum of Best segment, which is the highlight channel. It's going to have, hopefully, if I manage to record all the times right, all the funny and interesting and cool moments from this run and all of the other runs that we had today. And other than that, we'll be back tomorrow with Mercy Kill starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. And that's about it from us. Thank you, PMC. Thank you, KZ. Thank you, Zalavi. Jesus Christ. I swear I can read.
You got there.
I got there in the end because I can read. All right. Thank you, PMC, KZ, and Zalavir for coming on, doing commentary, doing runs for AIMBOT. I'm really enjoying doing this show, and I'm really enjoying that everybody is enjoying watching it. I said that word too many times. Anyway,
thank you for inviting me on. Only just the second episode. I feel very, very honored to be included so quickly with my nonsense shenanigans.
Yeah, but I think that's it, and I think we're good to go.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Gonna skateboard into the night.